Grief is a deeply personal journey, especially later in life when losses, whether of loved ones, health, or independence, can feel overwhelming. After 60, processing grief requires patience, self-compassion, and intentional healing strategies. Acknowledge your emotions without judgment, allowing yourself to feel sadness, anger, or even relief. Lean on supportive relationships, whether through friends, family, or grief support groups. Create meaningful rituals to honor your loss, such as writing letters or planting a memorial garden. Prioritize self-care, including gentle movement and rest, to nurture your body and mind. Finally, give yourself permission to redefine joy, finding new purpose in hobbies, volunteering, or simple daily pleasures. Healing isn't about moving on, it's about moving forward with your grief as part of your story. Grief after 60 carries a unique weight as losses accumulate, not just of people, but of roles, abilities, and dreams. The death of a spouse, a close friend, or even the independence that once defined you can leave a hollow space. Unlike earlier in life, when distractions like career or raising children might have softened the blow, grief in later years often demands to be felt fully. There's no timetable for healing, and comparing your journey to others only deepens the pain. Instead, grant yourself the grace to grieve at your own pace, whether that means days of tears or quiet moments of reflection. One of the most challenging aspects of grief after 60 is the loneliness that follows. Social circles shrink, and the people who once shared your memories may no longer be there. Isolation can feel like a second loss, compounding the pain. Combat this by reaching out, even when it feels difficult. A phone call to an old friend, a visit to a community center, or even joining an online grief group can remind you that you're not alone. Connection doesn't erase grief, but it can soften its edges, offering comfort in shared understanding. Rituals play a powerful role in healing. After 60, you might find solace in traditions, lighting a candle, visiting a gravesite, or creating a memory book. These acts aren't about dwelling in the past, but honoring what was while making space for what remains. If formal rituals don't resonate, invent your own. Write a letter to the person you've lost, expressing what you wish you could say. Plant a tree in their name. Cook their favorite meal. These small gestures weave loss into your life in a way that feels meaningful rather than suffocating. Physical health and grief are deeply intertwined, especially as we age. Grief can manifest as fatigue, aches, or even illness as the body bears the weight of sorrow. Prioritize gentle self-care, a short walk, a warm bath, or a nap when needed. Avoid the trap of neglecting your health, skipping meals or abandoning medications, as this only prolongs the emotional toll. If sleep is elusive, consider mindfulness or soft music at bedtime. Your body is grieving too, and treating it kindly is an act of respect for both your loss and your resilience. The question of purpose often arises after loss. Retirement, empty nesting, or widowhood can leave you wondering, what now? Grief magnifies this uncertainty. Instead of rushing to fill the void, explore small steps. Volunteer at an animal shelter if you miss companionship. Take an art class if creativity calls. Even mundane tasks, gardening, baking, birdwatching, can anchor you in the present. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes it's simply about finding moments that make the day feel worthwhile. Guilt is a common shadow in grief. You might regret things left unsaid, decisions made, or moments missed. After 60, these feelings can be especially sharp, as life's brevity becomes more apparent. Challenge guilt by speaking to yourself as you would a dear friend. Would you blame them for being human? Likely not. Forgiveness of yourself and others is a slow but liberating process. Consider writing down your regrets and then symbolically letting them go, perhaps by burning the paper or releasing it into water. Grief can distort time. Some days the loss feels fresh, others it's a dull ache. After 60, when memories span decades, this fluctuation is natural. Don't mistake good days for betrayal or bad days for failure. Healing isn't linear. Keep a journal to track your emotions without judgment. Over time, you'll see patterns. Perhaps spring is harder because it was their favorite season, or mornings are lighter. This awareness helps you prepare for waves of grief rather than be blindsided by them. Spirituality, whether religious or personal, can be a refuge. After 60, many find comfort in revisiting faith or exploring new beliefs. Pray, meditate, or simply sit in nature, letting stillness hold your sorrow. If organized religion isn't your path, consider philosophies like Stoicism or mindfulness, which teach acceptance of what cannot be changed. The goal isn't to solve grief, but to find a framework that helps you carry it. Humor might feel impossible in grief, but it's often a lifeline. Sharing funny stories about the person you lost, their quirks, their jokes, can be a celebration rather than a sorrow. After 60, laughter becomes medicine, a reminder that joy and grief can coexist. Watch a favorite comedy, call the friend who always makes you chuckle, or recall a ridiculous memory. These moments don't diminish your love, they honor the fullness of the life you shared. Financial and practical worries often follow loss, especially if you relied on the person who's gone. After 60, navigating paperwork, estates, or sudden solitude can feel paralyzing. Break tasks into tiny steps. One phone call today, one form tomorrow. Ask for help, a trusted family member, a financial advisor, or a senior support service. Practical stability won't heal emotional pain, but it removes one layer of stress, giving you space to grieve. Sleep disturbances are common in grief. After 60, when sleep is already fragile, this can feel exhausting. Avoid alcohol or screens before bed. Instead, try herbal tea, soft music, or reading. If you wake at night, don't fight it. Get up, jot down thoughts in a notebook, or sip warm milk. Accept that rest may be uneven for a while, and nap if needed. Your body is processing deep emotions. It needs patience, not criticism. The firsts without them, birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, are piercing. After 60, when traditions feel ingrained, these days can loom large. Plan ahead, light a candle, visit a meaningful place, or start a new ritual. If solitude feels crushing, spend the day with others who understand. There's no right way to face these milestones, only what feels bearable for you. Grief can make you question your identity. After 60, when roles shift from partner to widow, professional to retiree, this confusion intensives. Reconstructing your sense of self takes time. Try introducing yourself in new ways. I'm a gardener instead of I'm a widow. Experiment with hobbies or skills that feel separate from your loss. Identity isn't fixed. It's a story you rewrite as you heal. Nature offers quiet solace. After 60, when the pace of life slows, sitting in a park or watching birds can ground you. Grief thrives in isolation, but softens in open air. Walk barefoot on grass, listen to waves, or tend a plant. These small connections to life's rhythm remind you that you're still part of something vast and enduring. Art, whether creating or appreciating it, can channel grief when words fail. After 60, exploring painting, music, or poetry taps into emotions too deep for conversation. You don't need skill, just expression. Collage old photos, hum a tune they loved, or mold clay. Art doesn't demand answers. It simply lets you feel. Helping others can heal your own heart. After 60, volunteering at a hospital, library, or food bank redirects focus outward. Even small acts, like mentoring or sending cards to the lonely, reaffirm your value. Grief convinces you that love is lost. Giving proves it's still alive in new forms. Pets are silent, steadfast companions in grief. After 60, a dog's walk or a cat's purr provides routine and affection. If you can't own a pet, visit a shelter or offer to pet sit. Animals don't judge tears. They simply offer presence, a balm for the soul. Travel, even locally, can shift perspective. After 60, a day trip to a new cafe or a train ride through the countryside breaks grief's monotony. You don't need grand adventures, just a change of scenery to remind you that life holds pockets of beauty still. Music holds memory and emotion. After 60, revisiting songs from your past or discovering new ones can unlock tears or comfort. Create a playlist that mirrors your journey. Sad songs for hard days, uplifting ones for hope. Let music speak when you can't. Therapy isn't a sign of weakness, but of courage. After 60, talking to a grief counselor or joining a support group normalizes your experience. If in-person options feel daunting, try telehealth. Sometimes speaking your pain aloud lessens its weight. Grief reshapes relationships. After 60, some friends may withdraw, unsure how to help, while others surprise you with kindness. Let go of expectations. Not everyone can sit with your pain. Cherish those who do and forgive those who can't. Decluttering possessions can be cathartic. After 60, sorting through belongings, keeping what comforts, releasing what burdens, mirrors internal healing. There's no rush. Let each item's memory guide you. Grief alters your sense of time. After 60, when the future feels uncertain, focus on the present. Brew tea slowly. Watch clouds. Breathe. These tiny anchors steady you when the world feels unmoored. Finally, trust that grief evolves. After 60, you won't get over loss, but you'll learn to carry it differently. One day, you'll notice a laugh that lingers, a mourning without heaviness. These aren't betrayals. They're proof that love endures beyond loss.